Welcome to another episode of Heimdall's Watch, brought to you by a debilitating fear of the outside world.
Okay, so, last session...
Intrepid heroes saved the day.
Carry on then.
I'm done.
We didn't
We're
save
done.
any day last session. We got into a bar
We
fight.
started a bar fight, and then we got out. We
not-
saved our day.
Well, alright. I mean, okay.
I mean, they were gonna kill Hannah, and I think we care about that.
Yeah. Followed up a lead that took you through to a familiar bar on the docks, and met a familiar face that wasn't a familiar face
Sail.
because Ryan's
you're
an
already
idiot.
killed.
It's fine, it's fine. We live in a multiverse of possibilities. He's the Harkin from...
I mean, it's
He's
not
a
like you
Earth two,
can't
one,
resurrect
3.
people. He could be resurrected.
It's magic and shit.
I'm pretty sure you don't get easily resurrected from being a pile of ash.
Just add water.
That just makes a slurry.
Which you
Time-
shape into the form of a
Time
man.
travel.
He could be a Time Lord.
Could be a Time Lord.
An actual Time Lord.
He looks the same, though, so probably not. He's dead now anyway. Hey, is he alive again now?
Nice. Thank you.
I hope not.
I sort of like this as a narrative thread, though. Like, Harkin just keeps coming back.
He's just got that guy in Hitchhiker's Guide that just keeps on getting
Reincarnated.
reincarnated and killed by Arthur Dent.
Not again.
Which the ball? So the flowers and the,
Yeah, the
not
bowl
again.
of petunias falling from the sky. He's just saying, "Oh, not again." Yeah, so yeah, you've re-killed Harkin. That wasn't Harkin. You've been followed around by a
Shitty gnome.
stalker.
No, it's a gnome.
It's okay. I'm sure a circumstance will appear where he has an unfortunate accident.
You can't fucking follow me. I can do magic.
Same.
Right.
Got him.
So yeah, where we finished up, you guys came out of the bar, reclaimed some weapons from Tig,
Yes.
and your
I reclaim weapons, just not my weapons.
no, I was pretty clear about that fact.
So,
And
That's all right.
You picked up a self-poisoning scabbard dagger holder thing.
I replenished whatever daggers didn't get back from Tig with the dead drow.
It's always a dead drow.
so as we're cleaning up here, I think Leland will turn to Hana and be like, "So what's this about familial connections?
What do you mean?
When you were talking to the Fats,
Mhm.
you're saying about the Drow,
Mhm.
familial connections.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal with that?
What do you mean?
What's the deal with that?
I believe I've talked about the subject, or I'm willing to talk about the subject.
yes, and
Okay. Okay. You could just lie and say no.
No.
You could lie and say nothing. No, it's too late for that.
Is it?
You've given it all away.
Have I?
Have you? What?
No?
What?
Say nothing?
No, no. We'll talk about this later,
Okay.
or never.
Okay. I'm glad we had this talk.
It's been great.
We should do it again sometime.
this has been informative.
Probably not.
Has
Probably not outside the bar over a dead corpse, though.
Of dinner dates,
I mean,
this
there's-
is definitely one.
I mean,
Why mess with a winning formula?
you're right. To be fair, there's always going to be a corpse involved
Right.
at some point.
Yeah.
It's usually like the pork chop that you've been provided on the plate.
Do we push him into like the river, or we just leave him here in the gutter?
Yeah, let's push him into the river.
Okay.
I push him into the river. Actually, no, I don't. Someone else does that. The strong person. I fall in the river somehow. Oh no!
Actually, that's an interesting one, considering all three of you are not exactly strength-based.
I got strength 11.
You're quite possibly the strongest one in the group.
You are. No,
Okay.
I have strength 11. We're tied.
Yeah, we should arm wrestle.
I'd rather not.
Not in real life. Actually, I'm not sure how that would go.
I don't want to know.
I'm pretty big.
I'm pretty lazy.
This is a winning combination of an arm wrestle, guys.
Woo!
What's you want?
You can lift 1,000 pounds with your mind.
I cannot do that.
Neither can I.
Wait, are you guys proposing that you're cops disposing of a body in a river
I mean, we could just.
We
get the
probably shouldn't do
Undertakers.
this. We should probably, I don't know.
when you've got your chaperone?
Hey, what should we do?
Undertakers?
What do you want to do with this guy? No. This
I
guy.
want to know what you're gonna do with it.
Ah.
Let's let the cops worry about it.
Yeah, that's what the cops worry about.
We'll let the cops worry about it.
You are the cops.
The
I'll
other
pull out-
cops.
I'll pull out my Heimdall horn. I'm like, we got a unidentified dead body at
The salty
street?
sail?
the Salted Sail.
Directly above the stars. Now.
The perpetrator assaulted us. Yeah,
Multiple officers.
multiple officers.
Self-defense.
It's a clean shooting, guys.
And you just hear this like, slight pause and then, roger that, we're on our way.
See, this was fine. We didn't bail him into the river or nothing. You can write down. Didn't throw
Corpse in river.
corpse in river.
And as you sort of look up and look at him, he's already scrolling away.
Cool. I told him to write that.
Police work.
Police work.
Because we're cops.
And at that, he sort of he stands up on that crossbeam that he was on, and then he picks up this small cloth that he had sitting across the thing, and sort of packs it, sort of folds it over so the area that was sitting against the timber is on the inside, and just bundles it up into a little bowl, throws it into a little silken bag, and then hangs that back on his belt.
It's a fussy little gnome.
A little bit.
It's just a gnome.
I don't know. All the gnomes that I've met before have been filthy. Just filthy.
I just assume it's a gnome, so it's going to be the worst at what it does. That's the worst at doing whatever that does. You're the worst at whatever you do.
He's not a gnome.
That's the joke now. He's now a gnome.
They all just reeked, is what I'm saying, and it sort of lingered. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, all your lumberfoot smell pretty bad. Especially this heightened sense of smell.
Someone farted 3 streets over.
That would be
Arrest them.
a nightmare existence. Have that sort of smell.
He's yelling out, "Cut down on the beans!"
So
Something. The
speakers.
speakers.
Listen to the speakers.
Listen to the speakers.
Listen to the speakers. That was a salient plot point that we got from that last fellow.
Well, I want fresh ideas.
Like the orators where that guy's portal was?
What are you talking about?
The guy that Hannah questioned.
You said you didn't get any information from that guy.
But where he went was where the orators were.
So, okay.
The speakers.
Oh, okay.
You remember the time we talked to that guy got all that information? Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and you told me you didn't get any information. That's fine.
We didn't.
It's fine. Yeah, no, just
They
keep on.
they got some information, and then didn't realize they had information, and then you got information.
I didn't get any information. What are you talking about?
How would he have gotten
Character knowledge
information
versus
from a
player
dead man?
knowledge. You turd.
He was dead. He was dead by the time I got there. Or,
Well-
or slightly after the time I got there, I suppose.
You know, the
For being
situation's
completely
fluid
technical.
and moving, you know. Facts change on a daily basis, so I can't be held to account of all my comings and goings.
Orators, near a cesspit. Let's get going. Where are they?
Sure, it'll smell better.
Where are the orators near a cesspit?
Church district?
Sounds like my kind of place.
Hey, no, where are some orators near like a cesspit? You know, like religious speaker guys. You know, anything like that. If you're part of the party, you got to help us out.
He sort of looks down, looking down at you, is raising an eyebrow, and it's like, between the markets and the church district.
You'd make a great cop. Let's go.
Transform and roll out.
They should really get the police involved in this. I don't know why they haven't yet. This is ridiculous.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but we're the police.
And it makes me laugh every day. The force.
It's actually getting weird how many times we've had to remind you of this. Did you get hit in the head? Did you get hit in the head by that?
I was in jail. I got out of jail. Now I can just kill people. Nothing bad happens to me. Life's pretty good right now. Let's go. Look at this dude. I just murdered this dude. I get away with it.
Someone else
He's walking away.
The cops are going to come pick the corpse up.
Defended yourself.
Sorry, I defended myself. Well, murder in the strictest technical sense of the fact that I ended his life.
And you stab him after he died as well.
No. Just while I was prone.
Kill him till he dies from it.
Just while I was prone and defenseless.
Oh, that's okay then.
Yeah. Well, he was about to get up and attack you. All saw it.
I'm going to pull Roderick out and refresh my spell slots.
All right, because you tapped out.
Well, I've used 2 of them, and I can get 2 of them back. Oh, so I do that thing.
You do that thing.
Sort of crack his head open like a Pepsi, and just sort of
refreshing.
Take a big pull out of the eldritch juice inside. Yeah, there's a Pepsi in front of me. That's why I went to that particular.
I get it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And now from a word.
Now I have those sweet Pepsi Cola bucks to come in.
And now a word from our sponsors.
After murdering for the police, I too like to drink a nice, refreshing Pepsi Max Vanilla.
Gross.
Pepsi Max Vanilla, the drink of murderers.
Bueno.
Why?
Because it's a good
Of
flavour.
all liquids.
Because he's a murderer.
Because when you want to feel like you're drinking a bunch of sugar, but you're not.
Jesus Christ.
It is a good liquid, Brent.
Is it?
Of all liquids, it certainly is one of them.
It's a...
See, when you're a murderous psychopath,
I can't wait to go to the USA and drink.
When you're the sort of person that makes Ted Bundy go, ooh.
So...
off to market.
It is...
Idiot.
It is evening time, if I believe. Because I think you guys needed to wait until the evening before you caught up with the contact in the bar.
Yep.
And...
Sorry.
And from your knowledge of the sort of the speakers and so, then the preachers and all those sorts, they tend to focus during the day when the markets are open. There may be still some stragglers.
So we can't continue with our casework today. We have to go and do something that isn't our job. Shit. Alright, see you.
Right, bye.
Hey, I'm just going to try to continue with what the time of the fucking day is.
Let's just wait here for 12 hours.
It's just the Fallout thing. It's like, I rest 12 hours.
Just staring
Just
at the gnome, staring at us going...
Well,
I think he logged off.
like, there's stuff going on in the city. We can just mingle among the people, blend in, try and hear things. if there's plans going on.
That is one thing that you guys actually noticed when you're on the carpet a few, day or so ago at this point, that there seems to be a lot more movement on the streets at night than usual.
Cool, let's do that.
That's weird.
Let's walk the streets at night.
Let's blend into the nightlife and see if we get lucky and see if some talky people are around.
Talky people.
I believe they're pronounced speakers.
Speakers, oracles, preachers. I use the word speaker and you guys are fixated on that one.
People that talk. Okay.
Oh, he can't read good. Let's go.
Right. Where are you heading?
To that place. As previously discussed. We talked to that gnome. Naught but minutes ago.
Find some good boisterous taverns.
We just
Where is the
we just got out of a tavern.
Oh, let's go back in then. I'm thirsty.
Where is the tavern district?
We didn't even get a drink.
To the
Oh, yeah,
tavern
that's
That's not
district.
true. I'm here by 4 drinks.
That's then you walked off
It's
with
true.
them. Okay. If you're making your way back up towards
Tavern
the
district.
It's a tavern district. The
Go
district
to
where
Marianne's Tavern. Did you get to the tavern with you? I don't even know anymore.
This would be one of those towns where every possible trade has its own little district. The button makers district. The pig swillers district. I've got nothing else.
Gross.
Right.
Nothing.
It's a legitimate business, pig swilling.
Gross.
Yeah, it might be gross, but it's still legitimate.
Some pigs need to be swilled.
Gross.
Wait, aren't we the pigs?
Gross still applies. Okay. Making your way up from the docks where the salted sail was, heading back up through the markets, which for the most part are closed up. There's a few sort of night food stalls running. Just
Kebab shop.
there's always a kebab shop.
Yeah.
I get a kebab.
Don't you want to wait till after the tavern? I mean, you can still see what you're eating.
It's a good point.
That's a tip for a good kebab. If you can see it, you shouldn't be eating.
You're
going to
regret it.
But yeah, so heading up to where the orators and the preachers are normally.
Yeah, sounds good.
If there's a tavern district near there.
Look, you can go into a tavern, buy a drink, and walk out with it. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Well, this tavern sort of scattered all around the place, catering for
Excellent.
basically all sort of walks of life.
We'll find the closest tavern to the orators.
Okay, I was about to say what tickles your pickle, but that's
You got to make up the name for a tavern now.
The tickled pickle.
The tickled pickle.
The pickled tickle?
The corpulent pig swiller.
The fickle nickel.
Huscular.
I like that.
the fickle
Oh,
nickel.
the husky corgi.
Husky corgi. You just want to get Gorgie in
I
there
do.
somehow. Okay.
Come on, this is the best part.
Did I ever
The
give
saturated
a
witch.
name for the one?
We just went to?
I know the one that we just went to.
You gonna say it?
No?
You're not gonna say it.
What are you talking about?
I'm surprised.
I honestly have no idea.
We're gonna go with your
What are you
your
on
go-to D&D fantasy fucking pub name.
Excuse me, the Flaccid Dragon is an institution.
There's one in every town.
It is a franchise situation. It's the only thing truly rivaling the Acquisitions Incorporated franchise
That's right.
for locations within the world.
It's like a McDonald's. Everyone's got one.
In autumn, they do a lovely pumpkin spice mead.
That sounds awful.
Well, it's meat, so yes.
I like mead.
Oh,
Well,
moving on.
It's just got icy just all of a sudden.
It's like, oh, and
It's
so.
the Flaccid Dragon.
Oh no, Hana
I take half damage.
You walked on a trapdoor and it opened and you fell into poison sharks. You fell in a pit full of syringes.
Didn't mean to say
fell
poison
asleep.
sharks, but then I said poison sharks.
I like poison sharks better.
Poison sharks is pretty good.
Note for self.
I'm liking this bit that I'm doing now. Just randomly tap my keyboard and watch my
Clackety-clack.
watch my iPad freak out for a bit. Okay, so passing through the market district, you the nearest bar to this sort of area is one that tends to cater for sort of a lot of the preachers and some of the priesthood from further up the hill.
Excellent. We're men of a holy order.
You are.
Oh right, yeah, no, yeah.
Oh,
no.
he's technically correct.
That's the thing that is true.
You are in the service of a church.
Yeah, no, we totally are. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. I'm agreeing with you.
I'm 100% convinced.
The surface spot is so fucked up.
What?
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, you. There is a bar that sort of caters to the cloth.
Oh, I'm wearing cloth. Let's go.
Are you?
I assume. I don't know.
I think you're wearing armor.
Yeah.
Most of the
Leather.
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 And there's like
Leather's not cloth.
I'm assuming there's some cloth somewhere, like maybe our socks. I don't know.
By very
right.
definition, leather is not cloth.
All right. All
I mean,
right.
you're probably shrouded
Are you
in
wearing
robes or
cloth?
something.
That's a very personal question.
Well,
If you don't mind, my underwear is silk. They do not stay on well.
they've made such great
That's
strides
the
in
way he
health
likes
diapers.
it.
Yeah.
Lots of fun little accidents.
Heading through to there, the bar over the top of the
What's it called?
over top of the doorway, there are just like embossed into the timbers are like golden symbols of each of the main churches. So you've got like a stoic bearded face for the Church of Odin. You've got a hammer for Thor. You've got all the trappings and all the obvious symbols for all the major
List 12
deities.
of them in order.
What order?
I don't know. Alphabetical. Numerical.
Importance.
Chronological.
Clockwise.
Roman numerals.
I think. Yep, I have actually reached an error in my brain. I've got that whole. I've literally got 404 just printed on my my synapses.
You should see a doctor.
Are you? You've got the fucking the Nordic
So,
gods.
come on.
In what order you got there?
Or we don't have to do this. We don't have to do this.
We don't
Odin,
have to.
Freya, Heimdall, Loki, Thor. You
Just a
naming-
couple.
I know I've missed some.
Just saying. Anyway, can we go into this bloody bar?
Yeah, stop stalling.
Hey, I walk into the bar.
Good
Does
man.
everybody call out my name as I
A
walk
half
in?
alpha drow and a halfling
No.
walk into a bar.
No.
Okay. Around this one here, there are lines of sort of like longer tables, just like single benches running down each side. There are groups of people in various different colours going for each of the different churches. Basically, pretty much sticking with their own. The service folk are basically bustling between each of the tables, just like trays of booze, mostly wines and meads. Since someone's already shouted down my interest to mead.
You can like what you like. Jeez, don't be so jumpy.
He's not here to yuck your yum.
Did Nameless Gnome follow us in here?
He has. He's followed in behind you.
Excuse me, is it 2 no minimum?
As he's coming in, he's just basically like pulling on a couple of these cloth gloves. What are you doing?
Round of mead. I don't know what we're doing here.
Listening? I don't know.
I order
I
a
don't
round of
normally
mead.
do the investigate part.
It's your idea to come here.
Yeah, but you don't listen to me.
It's true, what are we doing?
Who said that?
So yeah, you sit down at the end of one of the benches. And one of the servers comes over and Leland
Round of mead.
yells that out again, and she's just like pulls the tray down, like grabs three jugs, and basically just drops them down in front of you.
Excuse me, there are 4 of us.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I did already forget about the other character I've added into your little group.
No, that's fine.
And he's like, not for me, thank you.
That's rude. You're very rude.
It's very rude.
It's very rude.
You didn't even tell us his name.
If they're going to be a part of this investigation, you have to blend in. And blending in, put the thing of made from him, means drinking up and not looking suspicious.
He sort of just
It's
looks
mead. It's not going to kill you. No one's died from mead before, right?
Well, 10 or 20 people.
All right. Well,
today.
probably won't kill you.
And a lot of bees.
Yeah.
Generally, it's gnomes as well that it affects, but you'll probably be fine.
Odds are in your favour, you probably won't die.
Probably.
Mostly.
Just fucking drink it.
You're blowing our cover, and we'll report you to the boss.
I'll get the server over and ask if we can get a watered wine.
A watered wine.
Yes.
All right.
For the-
And I
for the
want you to
gnome.
take that watered wine and throw it out.
Because you've done
Drink the mead.
you've done bad things to wine and water.
I thought watered wine was a thing.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah.
It's called a shandy.
Shandy.
It's not though.
Well-
That's not a
It's a beer and lemonade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Which just seems worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What,
I think someone fucked up when pouring some drinks one time and went, "Yeah, I'm going to lean in on this and say I meant it. I'm going to call it a shandy. Fuck you.
This is why you just drink your
Fuck
drink
you."
straight.
got him.
what did I do? Had nothing to do with
In
this.
this hypothetical situation, you are the person screaming down the idea of a shandy.
Just don't mess with alcohol. Just take it straight. Just don't.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I drink my mead.
you drink your mead.
So methylated spirits, just go for it.
Yep.
Nice.
And 2 days later, I'm blind and I can't speak, and I'm dead.
Yep.
Oh, that was fast.
This is a great story. It's
Okay,
like an M. Night Shyamalan.
where's the twist?
Turns out, I was allergic to water all along.
And you're dead.
Yeah.
And it's the future.
All right,
And
so
you
we
actually
drink-
put every single one of his twists into a single sentence.
I don't want to.
Also,
That's how you
spoilers.
summon him.
Spoilers for our listeners.
But yeah,
For
so,
those 3 people in this room.
but
Samuel L. Jackson's a bad guy.
so yeah, you're sitting there chugging away your various drinks. Your chaperoning gnome is just like looking at this pot of booze in front of him.
That's not what you do with it. I understand this is very complicated. Normally, you don't look at the drink. You drink the drink.
Depending on who you are, sometimes it's best not to look at the drink whatsoever.
I find that helps. It means you have less chance of getting some in your eye as well.
Less chance. And he's looking this thing over, and he's just like pulls from a pocket this cloth handkerchief and just like cleans around the side of it, and then sort of looks in over the top of this thing and is just looking at the liquid inside, and is like,
It's alcohol. Whatever's
and with this handkerchief, he's just like
whatever fell on there is going to
Basically,
die anyway.
this handkerchief as a buffer between his hands and the jug. He's like, yeah,
He's already wearing
no.
gloves. Oh. I guess you're not a part of the team.
We just tried to bring you into our little
Just
group.
Just trying to welcome you and like Bond, like
So this is why I don't like gnomes. They're very rude.
I was reaching out. I was making myself vulnerable in this moment.
We
You
made a genuine effort to reach out,
pushed it away with a handkerchief of all things.
to bring you into the fold.
They do this a lot.
It's okay.
I still don't really know what to make of all this. What? It's not okay. It's not okay.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't know what's in it,
Mate.
so I'm not going to drink it.
It's mostly bees.
And he reaches back around to the left-hand side, and just pulls up his water skin and just takes a couple of drinks from that.
I don't know if they do BYO here.
It's
You
just
don't
water.
want to break the rules. You get thrown out. Take a long pull on my meat.
Okay.
So what's happening around us?
Okay. Around the bar, you just see a lot. Again, sort of little cliques, I guess, of various church groups are sort of chatting amongst themselves. There is a small band just playing quietly in the corner, just giving some ambience to the room. Yep, it's the cantina music because they are solidly jizz wailing.
Gross.
That's the name for it.
Gross. It's a gross name for it.
It was a bad name. George is not good at naming things.
Confirmed.
And yeah, like I said, the server's basically bouncing back and forth, and Leland's been sort of chugging away at his meat, and as soon as he's getting towards the bottom of that one of the servers comes over and is like, "Don't normally have you lads in here. The Heimdall boys, apart from the higher ups, tend to drink in the barracks. What brings you in?"
Interdepartmental relations.
Yeah, it's getting too stuffy in those barracks.
We're trying to break our new team member into our social drinking culture, and it's not going very well.
He doesn't respond to peer pressure well.
And he's like, "No." And she just leans back over and is like, "So you're not investigating anything here at the moment?"
We wouldn't be drinking if we were.
That would
Fair.
be fairly reckless police work if we were to investigate while drinking, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? That would be laughably, what's the word I'm looking for?
Incompetent?
Bad.
Dangerous? Speaking of which, another 2 rounds are made on him.
I give a very resigned look.
Kill me. And she grabs 2 off and is like, I'll be back in 2 seconds with the other. How many do you need? Because and she's pointing at the rather full but very well polished glass in the middle of the table.
Well, just us 2, I guess.
So I just need to get 2.
2 for
Oh
everyone.
no, he's going to drink that
Yeah.
one. Don't worry about it.
I'll be
In
back.
fact,
Or if you have some-
maybe get another one. He's going to need to catch up.
If you have something lighter for him. Possibly.
and he's just like looking at her as like,
No.
nope.
Vodka? Vodka's pretty light.
It's very light. You see
Clear.
straight through it.
Yeah, exactly right. It's like water.
And you got to drink it before it just turns into water. Arrested Development told me that.
I have a quick rule question. When I'm in mousy form, do I still understand and comprehend the language that I understand?
I think, if I remember right, you got the rules for wild shape there? Because I think you maintain your mental capacities.
Yeah, it's the physical stats.
You
that
take your
change.
physical stats.
But you can also use the language of thing, I think, because you were doing the web talking when you were a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still you.
Cool.
You got the thinky parts, but you don't have the meaty parts.
Cool.
Up here for thinking, down there for dancing.
Makes a point.
Checkmate. We've played this game of 40 chess, and I've completely lost.
And I was playing bingo.
Well, let's go. Oh, it's been a
Yes, you
long
retain
day.
all of your skill and saving throw proficiencies and gain those of the creature.
Nice.
Stuff like that.
Well, it's been a long day. I've got to use a little drow room. I'll be right back.
The little drow room. What is there, just a hole in the ground?
Yes.
It's full of spiders.
It's the same as all the other little rooms.
Well, this one's for drow. Right, it's quite simple.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can use whichever room you like. It's a free country.
Excellent.
You don't
Finally.
have to use a separate restroom just because you're a drow anymore. They abolished that.
Yeah, because we killed them all.
Oh, we're sneaking the racism and prejudice back into the
Well,
in pretty rapidly.
Anyway, so I'll get up, go to the bathroom, and there I will turn into a little moose.
Little moose.
This place is going to fail its next health inspection.
Oh, I'd probably felt that already, to be honest. And with that, I'm going
This isn't
to...
a salted sail. This is a nice place.
It is a nice place.
Yeah.
It's
why
clean.
it's
It's got
probably
nice,
got wrong place
nice
on the
ambience.
hearing.
It's got good service, and so far you haven't been attacked and stabbed by a person you thought you'd already killed, but had killed and hadn't killed.
Well, the night is still
May
young.
have to kill again.
May have to kill again.
Oh no, it's back! Quick, all the priests can't turn on dead. I'll do that. Then what I'll just do for a little bit is like kind of like hang around like the rafters of the roof type of thing, and just kind of listen to anyone's conversations and
Also,
see if
you're
I
a
can-
mouse, so you can just poop wherever you want.
done and done. And I mean done.
Which is basically the same as usual, except slightly more culturally acceptable.
We're not still wanted by the Church of Odin, are we?
That's tricky to say.
That was like 2 days ago.
I mean,
I assume they've sorted that out.
yeah, or it's just a lot has
Hrothgar would
a
have
lot
sorted
has
it
happened.
out. Hrothgar would have sorted that out.
I'm sure nothing
I mean,
bad
we
will
didn't
happen.
actually talk to Hrothgar about it either.
I'm sure he knew.
This is yeah, no, I just sort of crouched down in my seat just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You're quite visibly seen going in and then not actually leaving, but then there being quite a lot of destruction and damage, and two, Valkyrie angel things flying around the building, and there being priceless artifacts stolen,
Hey, we don't know anything about
and a
that.
Valkyrie was killed,
Yeah,
and then got slightly better, and then
I'm sure it'll be fine.
And she's also never been seen since.
yep,
But
yeah.
that's unrelated to anything.
and there was
I mean,
a cat.
They didn't say anything.
That's true.
I
I
mean,
mean, said anything. I assume
I
Hrothgar sorted it.
yeah,
He's very
no.
good.
If they were going to be mad about it, they probably would have.
He's
said
very
something-
good at interdepartmental relations.
Said something before now.
Yeah. I think we're fine.
I think we're fine.
What sort of area are you going to go as mouse form?
Hey?
What sort of area are you hovering around in mouse form?
I'm sure there's like rafters and
Oh, yeah.
stuff like hop up there and just kind of slowly like walk above, see if I can listen to see if any conversations.
Oh, there's conversations that are happening at most of these tables. What?
funny pertinent to what we're looking for. If anyone's discussing or talking about odd things that are going on throughout the night.
Think about the
or-
different churches and groups of people within the sort
Make
of,
me.
and think about which ones are going to be discussing what sort of thing you would like to listen into, and I'll see what information you get. You guys can do things as well.
Well,
Can we, though?
Don't forget that I can read lips.
It's a little bit harder at a pub because people don't tend to do this a lot.
That's true. So just bits and pieces.
Lockie, I guess.
Loki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we just do general perception roll to see if anyone's particularly animated or heated, or people are trying to lean into each other and have very, have conspiratorial conversations?
I'll
Resolve him
go
first.
with
Yeah,
you
yeah,
first. So you can give me a perception.
Can I do my... I can't use my magic ability when I'm in mouse form, can I?
I don't believe so.
Cool.
No, I think
17?
That's the thing you get later druid thing.
Oh, okay. 17.
17. Oh, you want to be able to do guidance?
Yeah.
Okay.
First
so
time I couldn't.
How cute would it be if a little mouse just casted spells?
it's basically just mice and mystics. I was just sitting over there.
Yeah, literally.
We should play. We should play mice and mystics.
Squeamy armors. There we go.
There we go.
That was what it was. I was looking for that. That was what it was.
Okay, listening on the Church of Loki group, there's a couple of sort of higher up priests. They're sort of wearing sort of like an emerald green, like long robes. I think I'm leaning pretty heavily on the Marvel Loki colors.
He's green, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how true that is within the actual Nordic thing, or whether I'm just really leaning heavily on the MCU.
This is a world of your own creation. You can do what you like.
And Marvel wouldn't lie to us.
That's true.
But yeah. Okay, you're getting snippets of information that are talking about mischief in the streets, and there's concern that the sort of the merriment and the sort of the fun of things within the street and the entertainment of the people is being subverted and pulled away by newcomers to the area that are sort of enthralling the minds of the populace, and they're concerned that the performers and the and so forth around town are not getting their dues, which is something which essentially the local church is is in charge of, like, entertainment and things like that, and
Jokes and japes.
japes, performances, music.
Jugglers.
Yeah, they're all
Tumblers.
Are the bands in town taken away from their...
Well, the people are not going to the shows and so forth. They seem to be distracted by other things. There seems to be
Out of towners.
or just new people drawing the attention of the civilianry.
I'm a new person. I said, hey, I'm a new person. That's
Nice.
for later.
What you don't manage to pick up is whether or not they've actually got any idea who it is. They've all you get is that they're looking into it. They're trying to find out what's going on. They're a little bit at a loss. You do.
Good team up with Loki.
Hmm?
Nothing. Yeah, just looking around if anyone's, like, huddled in intense conversations.
Okay.
Just reading the room.
Roll me perception.
Great at
And Leland?
observing
Leland's
things.
drinking.
Leon's drinking.
That sounds about right.
Let me know when you're at the bottom of your second.
12.
12. Okay.
Rather use my passive.
Honestly, what is your passive?
20.
20. So
But I'll take the 12, it's okay.
looking around the room, you do... Yeah, again, it does seem like everyone's sort of pocketed off into their own little thing, but there does seem to be one section off towards the bar, or towards the front bar, where there seems to be a gathering of representatives of a few of the different churches.
Tour department.
And they seem pretty deep in conversation. One of them is talking sort of quite quickly, like quite
Animatedly?
animated, and he's just, he may be a couple of drinks deep, or maybe just getting quite excitable about what he's talking about. But he's getting quite red in the cheeks, a little bit blustery. But from a distance, you can't really tell whether he's just a little bit drunk, or a little bit annoyed.
I would like nudge Leland. Can you send Hannah over there? You can.
Well, Hannah's in the little girl's room.
She's in the little drowse room. What are you talking about?
If she can sneak over,
You're
she's
being
sneaky.
ridiculous right now.
Yes. But I need you, Leland.
If you're drunk acting, then you can roll me a con save.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
17.
The team needs you, Leland.
What do you mean the team needs me? I'm here with the team. What do you want? Over there?
You to mentally communicate with Hannah.
Okay.
To point her towards that table where there's that mixed group
Boop,
near
boop,
the bar,
boop,
front bar.
boop, boop, boop. Hannah.
You turn into a mouse and all of a sudden you're a Nokia.
Yes.
Where's the old...
That's really good.
That is really good.
And with this whole telling Leland that the team needs him, I want to give him a bardic inspiration, just to try and make him feel good. So you now have an inspiration die.
Nice.
What's that do?
For 10 minutes, you can get an extra D8 on one of your ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
F yeah.
And you can add it after seeing the roll, but before hearing if it succeeded or not.
Cool. with that, I'm like, Papa believes in me. I can do this.
Yeah.
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 What am I doing again? Just one more time.
Magic wizard mentally telling Hannah, pointing her in the direction of that bar at the front, near the front bar, the table near the front bar, where there's that mixed group of.
Okay. Psychically say to Poppet, you got it.
Hannah.
No, I was saying that to you.
Please don't.
Okay. Well. Okay, I won't. That was psychically as well.
Thank you.
I'll tell Hana the thing psychically. Hana, I don't know where you are when you're done doing whatever it is Drow's doing in a little Drow's room. You need to
Number 3.
Number 3.
Better number 4.
So gross. You need to go check out that collection of people over there.
I'm already there. I'll head there.
I don't know if you responded just saying this isn't a two-way communication.
I'm already
You
there.
cannot respond to this message.
It's never worked like that. I don't know why you're responding for.
I'm already there.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later, I guess.
If the room was actually quiet, you'd probably just hear this faint, like, squealing sound of a mouse just screaming.
So
But there is,
So
there
poetic.
is a multiple string instrument band up on stage, and that would be drowning out any form of mouse style
It's alright.
frustration.
I use my mouse space to urine form of communication. Well, I want to go to there, so I'll go to that spot.
Okay, so
See, teamwork.
traveling
Gnome guy
across,
could be part of
you
this.
basically see
If we tried.
a lot of the actual like preachers and priests of each of the churches. Most of them have got like the colours and the markings of higher ups. They're not like the highest of, but they're definitely ranking. And each of them are sort of just like giving various reports of things they've been hearing, things that have been upsetting around town. You get there
So you
just
come out for a drink after we can just bitch.
it's basically a group of them getting together and just essentially spilling or venting their
Spilling the
frustrations of shit that's going on around town. The one that is basically, you can, as you get there, they've sort of leaned back in their seat and they're looking pretty flustered. They're showing the insignia of Odin's church, and there is one in the green colours of Loki that's just sort of having a cheeky sort of grin, looking over him, and like, so you're saying that your museum got busted up? And you haven't found him yet? And he's just like, leans forward, and is like really sort of like making it very obvious that he is hugely amused at this. This big, like, toothy sort of Joker-esque grin on his face, as he is absolutely enjoying the carnival atmosphere of what is a museum heist.
We pulled off a heist.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Outside of
Representative of Thor's church, sort of hushes at the Loki priest and is like, anything that they've taken from there would be dangerous in the wrong hands. You know better than to mock at the misfortunes of another church. What we're more concerned about at the moment is the reports on the front of, well, when I say front, I mean the borders of crazy, weird stuff from the ocean. The the wildlife out there seems to be riled up and attacking most of the fleets moving around. And there's talk of raiding parties and so forth coming out of the waterways at night and striking at some of the border fishing towns along the coastlines. Then you see one of the Heimdall ones. You guys have seen them around. Then they check in with Hrotha fairly regularly, just for updates on what's happening within the actual the city watch. And they like, you Thor folks, the hammerheads as you will. As long as you keep focused on the borders and keep the rest that safe, we'll keep looking into the pockets of uprising around the city. There's talks of underworld groups that are meeting up, and well, we've got people in the field, good people that are trailing on this.
Oh, thank God!
I'm sort of picturing at that
someone
moment,
else's problem.
Leland's like, yeah, like just
Hey, that's the guy for the museum.
charging a mug.
To Hrothguy.
Yo's great.
Hrothguy's pretty great.
just hearing Leland just cheering in the background, like, hey.
Regards.
Really
And at that point there, the groups are sort of like all sort of nod at each other and then sort of get up from that table and sort of split off to their various groups, leaving just a couple of mostly finished glasses and just a scattering of coins across the table for payment.
Yep.
Who's going to shit?
How long have I been in Nisi form for?
About 10 minutes.
Cool. I will quickly head over to a table with Hell representatives.
Okay. Yep.
With who?
Hell.
Hell.
Goddess of the underworld, I think.
Yes.
Symbol is a woman with a half-rotted face.
Gross.
The other half is hot.
Nice.
Yeah. Like your elf half.
Got him.
Don't bring my elf half into this. When you're
There's a half.
Did you ever bring up my elf half?
No, his bottom half is elf. His top half is human.
I want you to stay away from my elf half and never talk to them again.
Jesus Christ, I got weird.
You stay away from my ling half.
Dumb. That was a dumb joke, James. I hate you.
That was a dumb joke, but it was a good one.
That was in character.
What's the time? Why can't I go home now?
You wish.
Okay. You get to the hell table. That's a weird one to say out loud. They're mostly, well, essentially they are
The life
Goths?
of the party.
yeah, it'd be pretty goth.
You can say goth, it's fine.
Essentially they are the runnings of the mortuaries, graveyards.
Yes, that's the reason why I thought I'd go there, because if there's more bodies and weird things rocking up, they'll probably know.
Well, I mean, they just picked up one from the Salted Sail.
That was like 20 minutes ago. They wouldn't be knowing about them.
Oh, fine.
One of them is sitting there is like, we got another dozen in yesterday. Some brawl off in the in the old town area. Apparently, some sort of meeting of
Everyone's talking about us.
you guys have been busy.
Kind of a big deal.
They've all been seen to. They've basically gone to the pits. We do need to put preparations in though for. Oh fuck! I gotta remember what he said. Give me 2 secs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you exactly 2 secs.
Job's done.
Okay. We do have to make preparations though for the proper funerary rites and so forth for the old Jarl's brother Jethrin.
Does that ring a bell for me?
Yeah.
When did we?
That is Hollister's uncle.
No.
The one that we had to save.
That's why I had to look up the name.
Yeah.
Plot point.
Hmm?
Nothing. Carry on.
Okay.
God.
It seems that despite their best efforts, and the best efforts of the Freyans, he appears to have passed. Not last night, but the night before.
He was fine when we left him.
Killed him for nothing.
What did he die of? Squeak, squeak, squeak.
But of course, he's because of his family heritage, he's entitled to the full honours of station. And we'll present it as such. And they all sort of, in unison, and almost creepily in unison, all sort of just nodded at each other and yeah.
Cool. I will squeak, squeak, squeak all the way back. Morph back. Can't I sit down?
Where?
Hi, you're back. We
geez.
saved you a bug. Is this one?
He drank all the others.
Oh.
The room is yours.
It's the one that the dome did want to drink, though.
The dome?
The dome.
I do appreciate your drunk acting. It's great.
I love it.
Acting.
His godly acting talent.
If you didn't do that line, I was going to.
Yeah.
Did you know that what's-his-face's uncle is now dead?
I did not know that. What's his face?
That's right, what's-his-face?
Yeah, okay.
When?
Hey?
When?
Oh, 2
When?
nights ago.
Huh. Curious.
He was mixed up some interesting things. Might be something worthwhile chasing up looking into.
Speaking to Freyas.
Yeah. Well, the Church of Lockyer are also concerned that a lot of the people are being pulled away into more interesting things of late. Seems to be absorbing the populace into for the regular night shows and the guy from doing other things.
That's fair. Those regular things are boring as fuck.
There was more movement at night.
Does appear to be night time. I could go out for a stroll.
Ooh, yeah.
Might be good for one of us.
He's
Like
He's just gonna get more
probably
street
drunk
meats.
too much.
this drunken dome. Look at him. Look at his stupid face.
Oh,
I can hear you.
it'd be interesting to know that there's almost like a bounty on your head. It's very exciting.
What? What do you mean? As I'm a duly authorized officer of the church. It's no bounties. It's
You didn't
bounties.
kill anyone you weren't supposed to.
What do you mean?
You know the thing that you got that we use? That upset a few people.
Oh yeah, that was great.
One of those people are actually in this bar right now. So it might be a good idea for us to leave quietly now as well.
Which one? This is a funny trick.
How about we get you something to eat?
How about...
Ooh, there was this
Remember
kebab
that
earlier.
kebab
Let's,
stop?
yeah. Let's do it.
And don't get anywhere near that guy still sitting down at the table. Don't get anywhere near him whatsoever.
Do it. Is that the guy from the...
Just think of the kebab we're about to get you.
We.
Did you point out the guy from the Odin Church?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just...
You're a monster.
Absolutely.
No, this is cool. This is cool. Just be cool. Casting a minor illusion on like the table next to him where he isn't looking, of the Eye of Odin just sitting there on the table next to him. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
You guys sort of get up to leave, and from one of the tables, you just hear a voice like, "Hey, officers, come over here."
I think he's talking to you.
Talking to the officers? Oh, that's us.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Look, who is it? Do we know them?
It's one of the ones from the Odin group,
Cool.
and they're sort of just waving you over. Just,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
No, you come over here.
That's good. That's a good power move. I like it.
And this guy sort of like straightens his robes up, sort of like gets up from steps over the
Holy shit,
bench
it worked.
and comes over and is like, what have you guys heard about the investigation going into the incident in our museum a couple of days ago?
I've heard that we're on a very well-earned R&R break, and we don't have to talk about any ongoing investigations.
We've been more
Of course.
occupied with...
This is nothing official. Please, just
Swaying from
take-
side to side. Just, it's been a rough week.
He's like, my friend. Just please take a seat. I don't want you to fall over on your recuperations.
We were just about to take him out.
Oh, look, this is nothing
Yeah.
official. I'm more curious. I want to just see what you guys.
We
No.
haven't. We've been
We lost some
occupied
good
with-
men. I have, he used to make tea. He always made tea.
You've heard what's happened with our cells.
I have.
We've been occupied with that. We haven't heard anything
And-
about...
Some of us were occupied by those.
Sorry.
Some of us were occupying those.
I assume you don't say that.
Oh no, I say that. This is amusing.
So we haven't heard anything about Odin's temple.
But we'll get right on it. We'll just put aside the whole fellow officers being just wholesale murdered by ravaging criminals, and we'll go and look into your little
He was very close to him.
museum thing.
They shared tea many times.
So you guys know nothing at all.
I'm sorry, no. Not that we've been told.
If I don't say anything, I'm technically not lying.
I mean, Hrothgar's never told us anything about this.
That is a shame. Oh well.
Sorry.
Safe travels.
I'm sure.
You guys are doing-
I'm sure it'll be looked into in the fullness of time.
You folks are doing the good work for all the churches out there in the streets.
Yes.
And he's just like raises a glass to you and
I bow.
nods his head slightly.
Toodaloo.
Roll me perception. Actually, all of you can.
Oh god.
I rolled
Okay.
it too.
23.
Goida somehow rolled a 19 and a 13 simultaneously.
I'm happy just to take the third or re-roll that.
Just re-roll it's cocked.
Much better. 26.
26.
I got a 3.
That sounds
Which works
apropos.
out pretty well for you. Considering you're like,
That actually works real really for you, Carl.
like oh,
It's
it's
like-
like the
it's
best tea.
I can see the inside of my eyelids. They're red.
I actually, you've like at some point in this conversation, you've like gone, boom, face
I
first into
think
the
he's
ground.
just done the heavy plop back down onto a thing and just like leaning very
No, he's done
heavily
it, but
forwards.
missed the chair.
So very slow, deep
So what was
breaths.
yours?
23.
You were both around the same, 26, 23, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You both notice it that like the music hasn't stopped entirely. Just like a percentage of it just seems to have just like fallen out of the tune. Just like basically essentially that one of the band members has stopped playing.
Interesting.
And the
He's got a gun. Sorry.
The Reigns of Castamere starts.
That guy just told us he's wearing chainmail.
well, your gnome chaperone. I really wish that's
Good.
Yeah,
The gnome chaperone.
It's an overrun.
The chaperone.
maybe it's French. Chaperone.
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 Asshole.
What did he do?
No, he's standing beside you and is like, someone from the band is coming.
Turn and look.
Because basically you, as
Yes, we know. We heard him stop playing minutes ago. Stupid fucking gnome.
you recognize
Hey,
him
lay
straight
off
away.
the little guy. He's
Is that Dragon
cute.
Ball?
They're tiefling.
Look at his
Tiefling?
little head
Same
like a
thing.
peanut.
It's got a tail.
That's about the only similar feature, and that's not even true for all Dragonborn or Tiefling.
So one of those rocks up to us.
Wait, what is it?
Tiefling.
It's the Tiefling from the band,
Cool.
and he's just sort of making his way over to the table and sort of nods down at you and is like,
Get out of here.
"I was expecting to see you sooner."
We've had some things come up. I
You haven't-
work.
You haven't forgotten.
No, I've
to
got my
visit.
coin. I pull out my coin.
Just remember.
It's in my pocket.
Just remember. Largest tree.
Largest tree.
Gift it to the largest tree.
I mean, they're all pretty big to me.
You'll find the largest.
Okay. Thank you.
Just within the city.
Within the city. Okay.
You don't have to go ranging all the way off into the darkest forests to find it.
But you're not saying not to either.
Within the city. I mean, we can just fly over the city until we find it.
It's a clue. It's a clue to solve the mystery. Poppin's got the clue.
He likes mysteries.
I like mysteries.
I personally
You are
hate them.
truly a riddle.
Big Sherlock Gnomes fan.
Hey, shut up.
Biggest tree.
So what's all that about?
What's all that about?
He sort of, this tiefling sort of looks you in the eye, and you
Absolutely.
just get this sort of like
Wizard
warming
things.
sensation, like just like a lot of your. Actually, roll me a wisdom save.
20.
20.
Motherfucker.
You feel sort of this like warming sensation, like your emotions sort of calm and settle because you're sort of coming off a little drunky aggressive, and then it just sort of like just fades away, and your standard demeanor pops back into place.
No, you're fully aggressive.
I mean, you get a choice to fail that.
I passed it.
And he wants to pass it
Yes.
because
Okay.
fuck that guy.
Because fuck that guy. Call
But he
me
just-
a riddle.
And he just
Your
sort of-
mum's a riddle.
and he just looks at you and just like gives you a wink, and then walks back up to the stage and picks up the cello that sits down in the chair and like picks the cello that he's got up. Places it down in front of him and just joins back in with the tune that's going.
I think that tiefling was hitting on me.
You're absolutely correct.
It was a warming
You
sensation.
just hear from the stage. I was room 402. No, and little one. If you get frightened in the night, my chateau is across the courtyard. No pressure. Blackadder. It's 8 Edmondson talking to Tony Robinson's character that I've completely forgot the name of. Baldrick. I was thinking Podrick and I knew that was wrong.
Close though.
Probably not gonna. You think I should?
Go for it. Why not? You're probably going to die soon.
Walk it off. See how the night goes.
Yeah. Okay.
You might get a better offer.
All good decisions have been made while you're drunk anyway.
This has been a bar visit after the last bar visit.
Let's go to the next
And
bar.
now we're going for a
This is
walk.
bar hopping.
Last time we left the bar, somebody fought us.
Pub crawl. Pub crawl.
Let's go for a
For a wander.
walk and get some night air, shall we?
We
I
gotta
think
find.
he needs something to eat.
We gotta find a tree.
Oh, you do have
That's
to find
where
a
the
tree now.
next where the next clue is.
I'll point at the very first tree I see.
We
There
gotta
you go.
find a big
It's
tree.
pretty tall.
I mean, it looks tall.
It's the tallest tree I've ever seen.
Hey,
Tonight.
little,
Good heavens,
they all
little
look tall.
gnome friend, not friend. You gnome colleague person. Hey, do you know where a big tree is?
Largest I would think of would be in Freya's gardens.
We did need to check in with the temple.
Let's do that then.
Let's do that then. Let's go to this big tree.
Do you want to sit down somewhere?
No, I'm fine. I just need to.
Okay.
I just need to get
Bit
some.
of fresh air.
This is fresh air.
Maybe some street meat.
Street meat. Yeah. Let's...
Roll that con save.
Seriously?
If
Well,
you get a
if
kebab,
you get a kebab, fuck yeah, you do. It's like, oh, this is going to come out of one end or the other eventually.
Most people just voluntarily fail it.
again, that's a role you can choose to fail.
All right, you guys have a few things you could look into.
Well, we were going to roam the streets at night. We can head in the direction of Freya's temple. We're near the temple district. And then we can check there about the circumstances of the death of Jeffrin, who we just dropped off there.
Let's split the party.
Let's split the party.
That's true.
Ooh, yeah.
You and the gnomish stranger can go get some street meat, because I think he's going to like it.
He's like,
Everything about him so far has been very pro.
Es que I know a guy. He's look, he's half orcish, but don't let that be a racist thing that you're gonna do to him.
He cooks a good slab of meat.
He cooks a good slab. It's mostly named animals too.
this one was Billy.
Yeah, this is the little. Yeah, that's how he goes. You've met him. His name's Gork.
Well, let's go.
Gork the orc.
How about we go get?
Look, it's like a little joke, isn't it? It's pretty funny.
Well, how about we go get some street meat? Our friend over here. So assuming like
Yep.
the spots that'll be open like that will be where the night.
It's literally going to be that situation when you go out drinking with a bunch of friends and literally one person wants a kebab and everyone else is sitting out the front is like, why are we here? The chips smell fucking awful. That fucking chicken has been rotating around that stick for 6 weeks. I can see because it's got a funny shade of green. Why are we here?
Yes, but I'm assuming that sort
Yeah.
of spot's going to be where the normal nightlife and stuff is, so we might get an idea.
You might hear things.
We
What's
like
going
the
on as well?
nightlife.
We like to boogie. There we go.
Let's go.
We got to find a big tree.
Eyes and ears open. After we get you fed. Snack break. Snack break. You can't find a tree without a good snack.
I've never heard that rule before.
It's an old halfling saying.
I've read many books. I've
Old-
never heard that.
It's an old.
I guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you that you've only really read one book.
I've read many books.
Hey, that book ate a couple of
Disembodied
books.
Voice
That
of
counts.
the Sky. I've read many books.
He's talking to himself again. He's doing that thing. He's just saying out loud, I roll for perception.
People just go, oh, I feel bad for him. Like, I'm right here.
I buy a greasy kebab and I eat it.
And we listen out on the streets for anything interesting.
Essentially, one of the things you find is essentially basically it's essentially like turkey legs.
Ooh,
They've
yeah.
been propped in like in like a circle around just like a coal fire pit. And
That
like
sounds
every
far too
every so
expensive.
often the guys just like turning them over a little bit, and these things are just sizzling away over the top of the embers.
I mean, this sounds a little
just like-
legitimate for.
Occasionally,
taste.
just grabbing from a pouch on his side, just like this fistful of like ground
Herbs and
salt,
spices.
and just like flinging it across. Oh wow! I just did Salt Bay. Let's not do that.
Too late.
The guy that did the fucking salt down his arm.
Salt Bay is now canon in this world.
Yep.
Just like Doug Nutt.
And Florida Man.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious. By the way. I didn't get to respond to the chat, but fuck, that was funny. So yeah, we got you guys walking along, and Leland's just got fucking like.
Leland's found his
I'm
Salt
gonna say
Bay.
he's double fisting fucking turkey legs.
Yeah.
Living his best life.
Well, the other one's for Roderick, sort of like on a little holster. Of that.
I'll eat it for him.
He's watching his weight.
Is there anything unusual going on in the streets, like the nightlife and normal entertainment stuff that's going on? Something that, you know,
Anything seem out of character, out of place?
There definitely is more people around. What you do notice is actually roll me perception,
no.
because I should
believe
usually
in
do
you.
that before I tell you what you notice, because
20.
that's how this game works. You roll the dice and then I tell you things.
I'll just tell you these.
What you it's odd, and it's still that odd experience that you're noticing around that just doesn't seem that much criminal life going on. Like either people are laying low or they're not operating in this area. It's that you can normally spot a group of pickpockets that are coordinating between each other to line up marks or make sure they don't encroach on each other's turf. You're finding the occasional one, but you would say it's probably down to about a third of the usual activity. Just a standard, day-to-day crime level.
What about like any thieves' cart notes?
It's very similar to before as well. Just it's
Like 2 days off. Old type of thing.
It's heading towards 3 days old at this point. It is eerily quiet in respects to the criminal life that you're used to seeing around the city. Which you probably should do. So probably should do, say, pat yourself on the back. I've been a good cop. I've fucking fixed the problems. Yay me!
You've
I'm shaking my
eradicated
head.
the underworld of Gesserick.
It's all for me.
No competition.
But yeah, you still do see some. But crime is down in the city. Yay! Spinning fucking newspaper fucking splash screen. Yeah.
Cool.
Massive outrage as watchmen laid off in crime shortage.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, tree. Woo.
Turkey leg.
What I'll try and do is naturally trail back a little bit and just going, I was going to keep track of what's going on.
I think here's on the
Excuse me.
streets.
And then I'll try and sneak away at some point. And yeah, I'll try and sneak away. Just very briefly.
Okay.
And I assume we're not making very speedy progress.
And I'm assuming he's... Oh, avoid that. I was going... Keep our gnome friend distracted. Keep talking to him for a little bit.
Hara says
You-
I
you
need
do
to talk
you.
to you for a bit. So tell me where you're from. Where'd you get this gloves?
Oh, there's a fantastic
Can I have one?
haberdasher at
It's one of your gloves. I'll pay you back for it later.
I'm using these ones, but I don't think they're going to fit you. They're made for me.
But no, okay. No, that's fine. I just thought it would be a bonding experience thing before with the team building.
Did you get them from Skelser? I got my gloves from Skelser.
What's a skelter?
Stealth check.
Yep.
Ooh. 26.
No. I mean, he is being distracted right now.
Oh yeah, and that's a classic Ryan 1 when he wants to be able to roll something other than
Nice.
1. But yeah, it's like,
I
what's
mean,
a
you can't stop Drunk
skelter?
Leland. She sells gloves. And other things. Everything.
She's a saucy kobold maiden.
She's where I got my book.
Where do I find a skelter?
Ooh,
Don't you have her card?
That's a good question. She's magical.
I
Really?
think he might have one of her business cards back at the temple.
I think I need it though. Sometimes I want to see Skelt, and I need to use the card to see him.
Should we go see Skelter? Do you need anything from the shop?
No,
I mean, I assume... Oh, wait, would she still be open at this time of night?
it's hard to say. She's magical though.
And she's kind of just always there.
Yeah, she's always there when you need her. Good old Skelter.
At some point, the turkey leg's going to fucking either start serving you up or just going to put you to sleep. That tryptophane's going to really start kicking in, and he's going to be afternoon fucking Thanksgiving fucking sleep.
Good times. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Mr. Stealth Man?
I just wanted to leave.
I get that.
No, I'm going to activate cloak. And then I'm going to head to...
You always got a thing where you can do that without having to activate your cloak.
Yes, but that meant
Asking him to do that.
asking for attention.
I know, I'm just enjoying the fact that I've given you an item that he can just cast it as a spell, and you've got to tell people secrets.
Right, I'll just give them little snippets, like the whole thing. Basically, I'll go to Vicky, my little hideout.
Yep.
Oh, we still, at some point, we have to resolve that note that I left in regards to the drug stuff, so I keep forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
I've been busy. I'm assuming there's something in there about that, and we'll get to that. We'll sort that
If
out later.
Vicky's been there.
It's true, if she's been there or not. It's been... I don't know how long it's been.
A day, 2
She's been,
days.
she's been busy though, plotting the downfall of civilization. You know.
Nice.
Setting up shop.
I'm basically going to leave a note, and I'm going to tell her that I need to know everything that she knows about what's going on, where to make contact, and to get the fuck out, because it's going to be bad. Just want to get caught up in it.
Okay, so you get to the you get to your hideout. You got this again. It's got that hidden space in the floorboards, which is actually pretty well. You open that up, and the parcel's gone. The note's gone, and there is just a in its space, there is just a small cut off lock of like this silver grey hair, just like, and just a small like ribbon holding it together, just put into place, which is very similar hair color to yours as well. Just that drow silver grey, yeah.
Yep.
Basically.
That's weird.
It's just weird. Does that ring any bells?
It is odd. Roll insight.
Ooh, 19.
19. It's definitely from her. Like you can just tell that by looking. The fact she hasn't left even any form of coded message aside from that, essentially this is just she's left a calling card to say that she's the one that's taken it.
And you should
But
clone her.
It's her, but it's it is odd that she hasn't left anything in response.
It's not her hair, is it?
Yeah.
It's her, okay.
Well, if it's not hers, it's a particularly
Very similar.
interesting forgery, or to find someone that's actually got like the sort of the natural silver grey hair that's not just like greyed from old age. That that would be difficult because it's got a different sort of coarseness to it and everything like that. This is hair that's been looked after, rather than just like the progress of age. So, yeah, if it's not hers, it's probably another Drow's, but there's not that many of you around. You've already killed.
Tonight.
Well, you've already killed a couple of them.
One twice.
And one twice, apparently.
What do you need to scry on people?
Oh, damn it.
I mean,
a lock of hair would be...
a lock of hair would be favourite.
I assume that was intentional. I'm sorry.
No, that was me forgetting about scrying.
What does Goyda know about scrying? And you don't know about the hair, so it might not ever happen. Depending on what characters know.
Did you want to change that?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
If you
Wait.
get desperate to find your sister, and you want to out it to everyone, do you need to tell someone a secret?
Probably.
There's different levels of difficulty to
Yeah,
scrying,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like knowing the person and having like I think like the biggest buff you get is when you have like a sample of like
The person.
their blood or something,
Yes.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of things that adjust
toenails or
Cool.
adjust the target number. And if they can resist it as well.
that's what the target number
Yeah.
is. Is
Yeah.
the thing where we've been scrying on inanimate objects. That's not in the rules. I don't think you can actually do that. It's a fudge.
Well, I'll still leave that note of a similar thing anyway.
Mhm.
Close all up. Leave like a little marker saying that I've kind of been there. I'll basically tell her just to write like a few quick notes outside the, Thieves' Cart in the next to the guardhouse type thing I was staying, and then I'll
So you grab the lock.
yes, I'll check to make sure. Well,
Is it trapped?
yes, I'll grab it.
Grabbing hold of it, and when you pick it up, underneath you can just see the scratchings of a candle outline in the timbers below. This lock of hair was covering it up.
From what I understand, is that one of those active
Portals?
Potentially.
ones? Or can I know, because I know they're scratching them in.
Oh, it without even just using your passive, that looks like them, whether it's an active one or not.
Touch it. Don't be a pussy.
I'll touch it.
Live your best
Well,
life.
that's a serious rap on Hana. She's being intelligent.
Teleports you to the sun.
She's like, that's just into the vacuum of space. And it's just like, oh no, it's so dark, too dark. And then they just come around the other side of like the moon into the direct sunlight. Like, no. All right.
So anyway,
So now Hannah's dead.
Okay. You touch that and use at your fingertips. You just see like this blue illuminations that light up around your hand, and then basically feel like you're being dragged through a small, like maybe 5-inch pipe by your arm.
Ow.
And like it feels like your whole body is being like compressed inwards to be able to fit through a smaller passageway.
I was looking like the scrying thing, like there she is, scene missing, somewhere completely else. Like,
And you sort of just fall out of mid-space.
oh no, I actually did go to space. Oh no.
No. And just drop 5 or 6 feet down to the ground, and yeah, looking around, it's
Dex do it as quietly as possible.
Sorry,
Something Dex do it as quietly as
roll
possible.
Dex save to see if you can.
And gracefully like a cat.
That is 17 for a Dex save.
So you sort of tumble, and you just instincts you know which way is down because that's the direction you're heading. Hopefully, it's not playing with portals. So apparently you're being launched into space.
Whee!
But yeah, you just managed to like land softly on hands and feet, just minimal amount of sound. This is a completely dark space. You've got dark vision, so you've got, you can see just in grayscale just around your immediate area. Looking around, you can just hear the sound of just like dripping water just slowly into small pools. That sound just echoes slightly. This is some form of cave structure somewhere, natural cavern. It's got that smell of air that doesn't cycle through often.
No, a gym room.
Sorry?
A gym room.
Yes.
It's a trap.
It's always a trap.
And you looking around this space, and you find like a bedroll that's been sort of bundled up into a corner, just sort of stacked up behind a stalagmite. And the other one would be more difficult. You just next to that, there's just a small like rations bag sort of set up. There's just like some hardtack and some jerky and so forth. Basically, it is
Room for one.
And ability to hide out for some time.
Is there anybody in this cave?
Looking around, you don't see anyone. Roll perception.
Yes.
Yes.
That is 27.
Looking around, you find a stalagmite, but you can see the water is dripping from the roof at a spot that doesn't hit sort of the point, because normally obviously how they form it, sort of the water's dropping at a single point. It's dropping about 2 inches off to one side and sort of hitting just off the point and running down one side, which leads your eye upwards, and you see just another small cutting of this silver hair that's been tied to the stalactite above. And just above that, there are scratchings in coded message addressed to you.
What's a twist?
It's like basically just it's not a flowing prose language. It's very
Boy, dickhead.
well, it's more functional than form.
Yeah.
It's spelling out that she's safe. She is holding on to the supplies that we provided, but other things are in the works first. And she'll check. Don't look for her. She'll find you when the time is right.
Cool.
And yeah, that's the message that you've got there.
I will go away. Rules. I need you right now. I will.
Where we're going, we don't need
Correct.
rules.
I will tie off a little bag of 100 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And leave it with her.
So many ball bearings.
100 gold pieces worth of ball bearings.
That is a lot of ball bearings.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just leave 100 gold there.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like a ball pit, but it would kill you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What'd you do?
Everything's fine, I'm fine, how are you?
Did you delete your character?
Not yet.
Cool.
I can't make the numbers go away. Go away, numbers. Go. Anyway, that's a problem to fix later on. I'll leave that money there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fix yourself. Nice.
Good.
I'll leave the money there, then touch that thing and head back.
At this point, you're sort of looking around for that basically the other end of this portal, and it is just like carved into the point of one of the stalactites, which you at sort of like full reach up on your tippy toes. You can just sort of reach and grab it, and you rather sort of unceremoniously like pop out of the floorboard hiding space in your little hideout, and just like, and they sort of land on the other side. And it's an unsettling feeling, the fact that you're sort of reaching up and now you've bounced upwards out of a space.
That's thinking with portals.
That is thinking with portals.
Cool. I'll leave that stuff there. I left her some money so she gets some more food and supplies and whatnot. And then I will make my way back to the
We've
area.
got about 5
Alright.
steps down the road.
Team
Probably.
distraction.
Yeah, drink.
Scout, she's got everything. I don't know.
Ross is getting back in drug acting mode.
I mean, aren't you supposed to refer her to people? Isn't that how you get discount?
Yeah, it's a whole
You remember that.
enterprise thing. Okay, hang on. I gotta like sort through like a little pouch and I'll like pull one of the cards and hand it.
Now this means you're part of the team.
Wait, I'll trade you. You gotta tell me your name.
Ooh.
For a piece of paper.
Yep, it's a good piece of paper though.
I mean, she has some cool gloves.
And what sort of stuff are you saying?
Oh no, this is expiring off. I'm putting it away. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
And he's just like tightens, so like pulls on the edge of his glove, making sure like his whole hand is covered, and so like
Like
reaches
these ones
out.
push people away.
Oh,
Sometimes.
mine don't do that.
Sometimes.
And
It's
he's
really
like reaching
handy.
out like thumb and forefinger to like try and pluck that card from your hand, and just like you're letting him grab.
Yes, yes.
And he's just looking at like holding it up to inspect. He's like,
This is a 2-for-1
There's
coupon
no-
at a kebab place.
Oh, hold on, no, hold on. Let's take that. And I get the actual Skelter's card. No, there you go. That's that.
and this one here. Okay, if we can do that bit. Holds it up and he's like turning it in his hand. You see like that sort of pearlescent sort of sheen across it, and it's like,
It's magic.
there's no address or office hours or.
I mean, she's kind of everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah. It's magical.
And that
Just go to a marketplace and believe in your heart and take out the card and then
look for Skelsa.
look for Skelter. She's in a little colourful tent.
I'd be one. There's.
And
some-
then you go into there and you
kobolds.
say, "Hello, Skelter. My name is."
leans in expectantly.
he's looking at the card and there's a looking you, and then looking at the card is like, "Hang on. No harm, I guess. Kez.
Kez. It's a dumb name.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed.
Maybe some harm."
Part of the team, Kez.
And he sort of pulls another handkerchief out and just sort of like wipes the edge of the card.
Oh,
And
I'd
then-
wipe it a little more than that. And walking past
I
him.
mean,
And
it
there's
was
a little-
in his pocket. Just
Yeah,
put
basically
it
it's just like
in pocket.
A little like a money clip sort of card thing is like slots that in and that slips that back into a pocket.
Peer pressure always works in the end.
Oh, what happened, Hana? We got so caught up in conversations.
And how that he's just like he's patting his pocket, make sure his wallet's Wallace hair, and so
Been there.
and then the look of like startled realization that his mark has.
Oh, Kez is bad at his job. Oh, he's gonna get in trouble. Hrothgar's gonna be so
He
mad.
gets in trouble, we get in trouble. We're part of a team.
I'm in trouble all the time. Don't.
Oh, yeah.
I stole a
I'm
thing from the
not.
Church of Odin.
You said you were borrowing that.
What?
Natural 20.
You said you were borrowing
see
that.
this like quick blur of just black movement, and before you can even react, you feel like a gloved hand like grabbing like the side of like a whole like scruff of hair and like the top of your ear and like pulling it down sideways. Meanwhile, you feel like the point of a knife just like digging into the side of your jugular.
Ow,
It's like,
wow, wow, wow. Ow, wow.
where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she?
Okay, hold on. Just
Where is she?
I'm gonna need a noun at some point.
You know who I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, okay, but
I did actually roll a natural 20 to balance out my natural 1 from earlier.
Nice.
okay, but we were saying before, it's like a magical shop that travels between.
Not the shop.
I don't know where.
Got him.
Not the shop. Hana.
Hana. I don't know, man. I've been talking to you.
And he turns to look at Poppet.
Can you take
Well, I
the?
was
Can
about
you?
to...
No.
Oh, okay.
We do not pull knives on officers.
Kez is.
We're a team, Kez. Bad Kez.
It's the little things.
I want you to roll Intimidate.
I will. I get +1 because of my truth.
Oh, dear God. Why did I do that?
So it's going to be a roll of a 3.
That's 13.
It's a charisma stat. You don't have to worry.
Savage.
Damn.
We're not a team. I'm here to
We
keep
are
an eye.
a team. We are all officers of Heimdall's watch. We
I-
are fellow watchmen.
I am.
No.
I am.
No.
watching.
We are a team.
Hey,
Put it away.
Hey, fucking calm down, Mr. Yelly Pants. I'm the one with the knife at my throat.
Exactly. Put the knife away and then we
Let's
talk.
all be cool. Let's all be calm and stuff. It's not our fault that Kez is bad at his job.
I cast Thunderwave.
He's real bad at his job.
Whoa, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Why are
Leland.
you doing that?
Leland. Because you're in the bad zone too. You're in the bad zone with the guy with a knife at your throat. What's the save?
It's a con 17.
I love this show.
Why are you doing that?
I rolled a natural 20 again.
Stop doing that.
I mean,
Well, I'm going to push you out of
proof.
his reach then.
I don't think you could do that.
You get pushed.
Okay.
And
well,
he doesn't because he made it.
What was
Con
it?
17.
I don't know.
So you'll push 10 feet back.
How much
10 feet.
damage do you take?
Oh, it's,
Oh no!
no. it's-
Jackass.
When did you get damaged?
Just then when you've...
When you thunderwave my face.
It's only 2d8.
Okay.
It'll be
You
the
take
one
another
time
damage.
James rolls 2 8s.
I had an inspiration die I could have added to that.
Yes. Well, you...
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
No.
That was a 6.
Just saying, you get
That was an 8. That was 14.
14, cool.
And Kez takes 7.
Okay.
I mean, if we're complaining about someone holding a knife to team members' throats, I just got Thunderwave for 14 fucking damage.
You did get pushed 10 feet back, so you're out of his
Asshole.
grip.
Asshole.
You should be out of his grip.
You are out of the essential grapple.
Throw a chicken wing at you.
I deserve it. No knives. Put it away.
Roll thrown.
No.
Also, that was very loud.
That was. Well, so was my laughing. I'm pretty sure I just
Oh,
woke
the
some neighbors.
Thunderwave, I mean.
I know.
Yeah. Knife away.
Let me know when I come back.
Sorry. Oh, you're on your way back, and you hear that.
I laugh.
You know that sound.
At this point, I deactivate the cloak and just go walking up.
Knife away.
He's just like knife in one hand, just like
Mop.
rubbing like the left ear in the other.
Oh, he may be deafened.
What?
Knife. I pull out my knife.
At this, he's just like she's a knife, knife.
I see my
Looks
knife.
back at Leland, who is
Leland
sprawled out on the ground.
Is spread eagle on the ground. Fuck all of you. Why did I even do this shit?
I love the fact you've got like calm emotions, you've got like all these different things you could do, but that's Thunderwave.
No, I changed that spell. It wasn't because when I leveled up,
Oh, fair.
I dropped it.
He like sheaths the knife, and
I cast a mage hand and it's giving you both the finger.
I'm used to this.
he's just like pulls a little like the scroll out, charcoal stylus, and just like starts like scrolling like notes madly. Then like grabs one
mage
little.
hand.
I hope you're
smudged-
scrolling about you're pulling a knife on a fellow
smudged
member of
the
the watch because
charcoal
I
in
will
his
be
scroll.
writing about that. I pull out paper and pen and start
Can
writing
I-
about who's pulling a knife.
Can I rock up roughly at this time?
Sure.
And can I sneak up while he's just doing that? Like,
Roll stealth.
I am also writing out a note.
natural 20, motherfucker,
I'm
33.
just gonna do my one with disadvantage. Yes.
He's
Come up
trying,
on
he's
2
trying to
minutes
write
writing
on a
notes.
scroll that is being mage handed. Fucked around with.
Or do I also do that, just basically rock up and just like kind of go behind and go, what y'all doing?
He pulled a knife.
That's not very nice of you.
Hop it, Thunderwave me.
I got you away from the knife.
As you sort of sneak up behind the Kez, which you don't know that name at the
No.
moment, but he sort of jumps with the start and like spins around and like ready to like try and put an elbow into your nose, but just like misses because I rolled bad.
I just like smiling tail going, whoop.
But you managed to catch. Actually, roll perception.
No, I think it's 10, so 14.
You struggle to catch a cold.
Yay! That's good.
But yeah, you can see that he was writing with a lot more sort of aggression or expression. He's normally been pretty sort of calm, collected, almost to the point of.
Don't write angry, that's where you get spelling mistakes.
But yeah, you can see he was like, angrily scrolling.
I am also angrily scrolling.
So the two of them is like glaring at each other.
Let's go to the tree.
Meanwhile, there's actually like quite a crowd sort of forming around here because there was a big fuck off explosion sound before, and then two of the smaller race people just writing vociferously at each other.
And a cursing half elf flying.
A cursing
10
half
feet
elf
away.
with dual wielding turkey legs, flipping people off with a mage hand. It's an image.
It is. You guys need to calm down a little bit.
Where were you?
Excuse me?
Where were you?
It's doing my job.
I'm gonna.
If
go
you're
up
going
to
anywhere, I need to be along with you.
Well, you should be paying attention.
And at that, he sort of just looks at you in the eye, and then is like back to like scrolling.
I thought you were
angrily.
good at this.
Scroll. He's just like clammed up, like angry eyes at you.
And also, I'll puff away.
I'll go up to Leland.
Mm-hmm.
I,
You gonna fix it?
yeah.
Gonna
if, he
make
lets,
your owies all better?
if he lets me touch him, I reach out to you.
What do you want?
Thunderwave! Or wrong spell?
Let me help. Let me help.
He's still lying sprawled on the ground. He hasn't gotten up yet.
I cast.
I'm just
heal.
gonna lie here for a little while.
Okay. Okay, you do that. I'm gonna cure wounds him. Level 3, because I have 3 charges in my
You say
star.
cure or cause?
Cure, this time.
Of course, was the first
Just
spell.
ask us.
That's what
I've already
did.
caused and I'm curing. That was a 1. That's a 4. That's 5 so far.
Nice.
And 7 is 12 plus 3 is 15.
Oh, there we go.
You're 1 point higher than you were before.
There you go.
It's like nothing ever happened.
It's like one less than
In the
nothing
grand
happened.
scheme of things, I healed you for 1 point.
Well, I'm actually back on max health now, but I don't have the temporary hit points that I had before.
No. They were gone ages ago,
What do you mean?
I think. I don't know how long they last. I have no idea.
Oh, that mantle inspiration or what it is?
Yeah. Doesn't
Well,
say how long
everyone.
it lasts.
Pretty sure it would.
I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun. We've learned that our gnome friend's not a very good
Hey,
Detective?
hey,
No,
hey,
it doesn't.
fall on the floor and I look away.
hey, Poppet.
Yes.
We talked about thunder waving me before.
Well, that's what that
Have
was.
we?
I'm pretty sure. I've thought it real hard.
And when you do that, you can actually think into people's
I got
minds.
you away from the knife.
Don't thunder wave me ever again.
But the knife.
I want to be extremely clear. I don't care about knives. I want you to never thunder wave me ever. I want to be very clear about this. Under
Yes.
no circumstances are you to thunder wave me ever again.
I'm sorry, Leland.
What's this about a knife?
Kez pulled a knife.
Oh, Kez pulled a knife.
Oh, his name's Kez.
He also pulled my hair, which was
Oh.
also not cool.
You're supposed to be an
You
officer.
can do some like Dylan Moran speech patterns there. It's like, and also,
It's very French and boring.
It's not very officery of you.
I have given him the talk about pulling the knife on other officers.
Oh, we're gonna have a
And
chat.
I've given Poppet the talk about casting Thunderwave at other officers.
There were extenuating
Everyone,
circumstances.
Gather round, listen in. This is exciting. Come on, everyone.
like Hannah's like, everyone, watch law enforcement in action.
Your
Ironically,
taxpayer dollars at work, everyone.
ironically, in this present situation, Hannah fucked off when she wasn't supposed to. Kez pulled a knife on me. Thunderwave poppeted me, and I didn't do anything wrong.
Thunderwave pocketed me.
I think this went perfectly.
And to be clear, there's no rule that specifically states that I can't go away anywhere. And if there was a rule, I'd have ignored it anyway. So either way, this would have happened regardless.
No knives.
Yeah.
And
Kez.
he's just like, seals of you guys to go forwards.
Back to the temple.
Maybe you should be in the front a little bit so don't
Onto
like
the
stab us
temple.
in the back or something. No, we got the one pulling knives on people.
Don't pretend you
I've
haven't pulled
I've
knives.
never pulled a knife in the party before. Fairly confident I haven't.
Actually,
No, I have.
I think that's right.
Oh,
What?
how sneaky
No,
of you,
your
Kez.
threats are more just generally menacing than specifically menacing.
Yeah, but this is something you could actually,
Overtly.
this is something you could pin a misconduct charge on someone with. Mine's like overt bullying, he said, she said kind of thing, and you really can't prove it. That's something we can prove, and there's plenty of witnesses. This is exciting, Cass. Well done. Let's go.
To
And he's just
Freya.
like, climbed up and just like, sealing a few go forwards.
Are you off the ground yet?
I'll help you up.
I didn't know. No.
He'd help you down again.
Stand up on my own weight. Not. Whatever. Let's keep going. We're going to I don't know,
Freya.
a fucking tree or some shit. I don't care.
And to speak to the nurses. You remember
Which
the
do
nurses.
you wanna
You
do
like
first?
the nurses.
Try and cheer me
I
up.
assume the nurses will be quicker than the tree.
I think the tree's going to end up being in the next session, so
Yeah.
because that's a whole thing I've got in my head that's going to take longer than half an hour.
Tree it is.
Fuck you.
Nurses
Yeah,
it
you-
is.
you know the
Hello,
co-
nurse.
Put the nail in that coffin.
Yeah.
And they're both in the same place. So, nurses first.
Nurses would like to report
first,
a
everyone. We're on the job.
work-related
comes
knife
first.
injury from our colleague over here who has poor weapon discipline.
The bigger injury was the fact that he got thrown at the ground by someone else.
Yeah.
And he's got the slightest little fucking like pressure point.
He
neck.
falls over all the time.
Especially when
Actually,
he's
you
drunk.
should probably get that checked out. That's probably quite serious.
Probably vertigo.
What's going on right now?
Because Leland's got the dizzies.
It's got the whoopsie tumbles again.
So we disperse the crowd, nothing to see here, onto the temple.
Oh yeah, that definitely worked.
Yep.
You've got like a fucking fan club following you guys, waiting for the next stupid
Leonardo
thing to happen.
DiCaprio walking down the street.
Oh god. Yeah. Okay. So making your way, because this is essentially the market area. You guys got a snack. Someone fucked off for a bit. Then someone got a thundercrack.
Prove it.
You can't, can you?
I actually can. It's all recorded.
Oh
and
no!
everything.
But Kes can't.
Wait, you've been recording this?
What have we been doing?
I've wasted my life.
But you sort of pass from the markets, passing through basically where you can see like the soap boxes essentially where the orators are regularly. Most of them have got like the just symbols of the various churches and so forth, and there is a couple that are sort of aside for town
Miscellaneous
criers,
news.
miscellaneous, just like general news bits and pieces. Less of
Out-of-towners.
yeah, just less about the actual theocracy, more about just the general goings on around the city. Passing through from there into the actual the church region proper, making your way up the towards the high points of the hill, coming to the sort of the forested gardens of that sort of border around Freya's church, including essentially a living wall around made of like hawthorn and trees all sort of intertwined with each other. And yeah, sort of framing up a large gate section which is open.
Yeah.
Because it's a hospital. It's
Yes.
always open.
Especially emergency ward about 2-3 in the morning.
Especially the emergency ward when you guys go fucking anywhere near it. Yeah.
We haven't killed anyone in at least an hour.
It's true.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
You tried pretty hard to kill me.
How low did you actually get?
It's not important.
Well, granted, actually, because you've been like led out on a stretcher when you've got not much more than a fucking scun knee.
Just forget about it.
Leland has a penchant for the dramatic.
No, life is just very precious to Leland.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Onwards
Heading on
and
through?
upwards. Yeah.
Yep. At the doors of the church proper,
Yeah.
you are greeted by a couple of attendants, essentially that are triage. They're like, evening. What's
We came to speak to someone about Jethrin, who passed recently. We
Oh.
brought him here several days ago.
yes,
a week ago?
of course. It would be about a week or so ago at this point. Yeah.
Sorry for the lateness of the hour. We've only just been apprised of this.
I'm actually not apologetic about the time of day at all.
I'm fairly indifferent to how this is all playing out.
Don't be shitty.
What about you, Kes?
Scroll. Yes, we heard that Jethrin had passed in the night a couple of nights ago. But yeah, if you and then there's just like pointing down one of the hallways down that way. Five doors down to the left. Follow that hallway down, and then two doors on the right. You'll find the offices of the High Matron. She should be able to help you.
Excellent.
I think the chicken, the turkey legs, and the Thunderwave has sobered Leland up a bit, and he's in the sort of shitty, angry part.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, there's also being thunderwaved.
Yeah.
That will set you in a mood.
Ma.
But also being healed.
You don't get to talk. You don't get to be upbeat about this.
Oh my god! I literally just looked at Hollister's character sheet because I was looking for his surname, the family name.
Yeah.
He's got. I was just looking at the notes section. He's got the allies, but he's got you three. Your character names misspelled because he hasn't taken the time. His character hasn't taken the time to learn your names properly.
Yeah,
He's got you as Parpet,
that makes sense.
you as Ahana, and you as Leoland.
Well,
That's close. It's better than. It's more than we expected.
But he hasn't given himself a fucking surname. So fuck that guy. Okay. You making your way through along
Yes.
those.
I've done center left for the hall, 2 doors to the right, High Matron's office.
as we're walking there, Leland's sort of like putting this together because he wasn't really paying attention before.
Yeah.
It's like, will we almost die saving this guy like a week ago?
Yeah, it turns
Yeah.
out it was completely pointless
And now
because he
he's
died
dead.
anyway.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm invested in this now because we like almost died saving this guy. So the fact that he's dead now under suspicious
Remember
circumstances.
that boat ride?
I remember the fucking boat ride. Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah.
Fucking hate boats.
All right. Well, now I'm angry.
Wait, weren't you angry before?
Fuck you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. You sort of you turn that corner. You go down the two
Good with
doors.
directions.
And you get to this door, and it's basically it's got a little plaque on there. It's like High Matron. Quick knock on there, and you just hear footsteps coming to the door and sort of opening up. It's like, what seems to be the issue, officers?
What's the High Matron look like?
Sort of middle, sort of average to shorter elf.
Go on.
He's half interested.
She's got the priestly robes of the church, but they're a lot more sort of function based. They're a little bit more lab coaty because it's a fucking hospital. She does have like a large sort of apron bag front sort of deal with a whole pile of little pockets all the way down the front, which have all got little like herb samples and all that sort of stuff, all like tucked into these small apron pockets. Everything seems very, very functional. Less about the fashion of it.
Jeffrey Dugnut. How did he die?
Oh dear.
Terribly
got
sorry
no
for the
surname.
lateness of. We're sorry for the lateness of the hour. We've just heard we were part of the team that liberated him from captivity and brought him to the temple.
Yes, you told us about the rescue mission. We had him in here and used all the powers of our faith to patch him up, and well,
Yes, because
truth be told, he was in full health when he left here.
We're just
When did
curious.
you leave here?
2-3 nights ago at this point.
So, how did he die?
From what I understand, his heart gave out just from the natural passing of age. He was an older gentleman.
Have you done one of them autopsies?
The family's requested we don't do that. We leave all the preparations to Hell's Church for the funerary procession.
It's so sad he died only the night after leaving here.
Smells like incompetence.
Sad or medical malpractice, one might say.
Oh no, he
He left here in full health.
left here in full health, fully rested.
Full health and then killed over from a heart attack the next day. That sounds suspicious to me.
Oh, we
That sounds like incompetence to me.
It sounds like he went through a very stressful ordeal.
Why are you on their side?
Because we're there right now. Hang. I'm sorry.
I
Are
didn't
we
say
being
that out loud.
investigated?
No, no.
From-
Yes! Yes, 100% you are. We're investigating.
Oh, she's
Why did we bring
she's
him
like,
here?
oh my, no.
Is it possible to get copies of his medical records from his...
Oh, of course.
Yes, ma'am. When gross incompetence may have been involved in someone's death, we have to investigate.
Oh, God.
There's 2v1 on this one now, Poppet.
Look, he's trying his best. He's the face of the organisation, but really internal affairs. We've got to be hard and fast. You have to know what you're in for. And you have to know what we're looking at.
Oh, of course. We'll present all the information that all information on this case.
You better, because you could potentially be in serious trouble, and we don't want you hiding anything from us. If we find out, you're in big trouble.
Roll.
Oh no!
It's gonna be a charisma one
Oh no!
because it's either going to be deception or intimidation.
Shit to me.
Deception or intimidation.
Let's get carried away.
I think it's going to be. That's the problem is when all of a sudden you want to role play and then you realise you're role playing, and you're like, oh, there's fucking dice in role playing. No, it's not too bad.
So what am I rolling? Deception or intimidation?
I think this is sounding deception.
Oh, okay, because that's 27.
How was that fucking 27?
He's
Oh,
also
good at
no
lying.
deception.
Oh yes.
Liar. You liar.
Because that was intimidation.
So she's like, of course, this is going to be like we'll cooperate, of course, with the law entirely on this one. But I can guarantee you, he left here completely healthy. The all his wounds, all his broken bones, everything were repaired and mended, and his health was at full when he left here.
Except for his heart, apparently, which you missed.
Unless
We here
look, I want to help you. We don't want this to go down this way.
We don't want the paperwork.
Look. A controversy of this kind for the Church of Freya, that would be bad. That would be bad for everybody. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants everybody in the city to be saying that the Church of Freya is incompetent and let somebody die on their watch. Maybe if we got maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't incompetence on the part of Church of Freya. Maybe it was foul play.
Hey, you know what could...
Maybe we need you to say that this was foul play and needs to be investigated.
Hey, you know what could help this out? Like, what if an autopsy was to be performed? Or just something quiet. No one has to know about it. But that would get us enough information to, like, potentially clear the air, couldn't it?
This is how good cop, bad cop works. You can't do both.
Good cop, bad cop, interrupting cop. Shut up. Good cop, bad cop doesn't work when there's three cops in the room.
That's a good point.
Well, good cop, bad cop,
Good
incompetent.
God, good God, good God, y'all.
I think we're all incompetent cop.
Who was meant to be good cop? Wasn't it meant to be
I
you?
mean, if the family
oh
doesn't
no.
want...
What we're saying here...
The thing with
It's
Lisa's
cut-
like, now you're the good cop.
I just wanted to try it out. What we're saying is cut the damn man open.
Or if the family don't want an autopsy, maybe just if there's a way to just
Ah,
generally
the hell with the
observe the
family.
body, just
Well,
Just
externally.
whose custody was he released into when he left here? Was it the family who don't want us to investigate any further? The family who are probably responsible for the foul play that the Church of Freya certainly is not responsible for? You think that might be what's going on here?
Jeez, take a breath, man.
Got a little bit of a thunderwave charge going on. I'm sorry.
You did sober up very quickly.
It's super
He gets
effective.
chatty when he's hungover. Again, we'll get you. Yeah, I'll get you the records. And if you're happy just to wait here, I'll have one of the attendants go and get them, like now.
I guess.
Yes. She goes over the desk and rings this fine little silver bell. And about 30 seconds later, there's a knock on the door, and one of the attendants comes through. She
Can I get one of those bells?
this is internal use. It's a
Just
A
like
page- a
like
page
we
system.
could the attendant go, I just want a silver bell that'll get one of those to come into my room. No?
gross.
We're so sorry.
And she just
It's not my-
explains
not
it
my
to
best
for
No.
It's about on par.
Oh, I just remembered. Okay. She explains to this attendant to grab the medical records for Jethro and Yalson. Yalson is the name. Yalson.
Not Dugnut.
Not Dugnut.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yalson Dugnuts? Hyphenate?
Yes.
You died.
I just rolled all the fucking d20s for exactly how much damage and how much I hated that.
So you married into the Dugnut
Yeah.
family. Nice.
Jethro and Yalson. And they sort of hurry off, and she's like, okay, so we're getting that, but I need you guys to understand that here we treat injury and like cuts, bruises, scrapes, broken arms, those sorts of things. We're not in the business of extending life beyond its it's predestined time span.
Look, save your speech for the court of inquiry.
I understand where you're coming from, but if his heart was to what took him out, and that's the impression we were given by the family.
Where's the body?
From what I understand, it's probably still within the parlor at the Yalson home. I expect that the Hellites will be grabbing it.
Oh, we're gonna
Tomorrow.
Columbo right into that fucking place. We're gonna Columbo the fuck out of that place.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What is Columboing?
Just one more thing. Just one more thing. That's mostly what Columboing is. Don't worry.
What is this one more thing?
It's a good cop, bad cop thing.
Incompetent cop thing.
And stabby cop.
See, you pretend to be very dumb, but actually, you're very smart.
Are you Columboing me right now?
I mean, honestly, most of the time we just ignore him.
Sorry, I had to throw something back at you at some point.
You took an out of character thing, and you made it in character, and I didn't really know how to roll it. I tried my best. Look, there's a lot going on. I got thunder waves earlier. I was not right in the head.
He's had a big night.
You say you got thunder waves.
I got like right in my face.
And she reaches into one of the pockets and pulls out this like reddish sort of to maroon crystal.
I may have a concussion. I probably shouldn't go to sleep.
And she actually does place it to like basically pretty much like the third eye position on your forehead, and what you two notice it is just like there's this small sort of like reddish glow coming off around that area, and she's like,
Crap.
"Oh yeah,
It was very mild.
you have got a little bit rattled."
Come on, Cass. This is all your fault.
But it appears that your body as well. I think a good sleep when you should be over this.
Oh, I don't sleep.
You probably should.
I'm so tired.
Even our kind, yeah, we do require like rest and recuperation.
Weaklings.
like all the elves just need the 4 hours of meditation stuff.
Yeah.
It's still some
Still.
form of. It's not. It's still some sort of like
Elves.
minor shutdown.
You're an elf.
You are an elf.
I'm the better elf, though.
You're an elf, you fuck.
That was really aggressive. You're that sort of person. You fucking idiot. But, yeah, I suggest if you want to see the body, I would talk with the family. End of the day, it is their decision. We can't override the rights of the rights and the
No,
and the
that's more
requests
our department.
and the requests of the
I said, of course you can.
of the family. That's
You just do it.
especially a family of their standing.
Oh.
Mm.
Nobody is above the law in Gesseret.
For us, though, right?
We are the law.
Nice!
Oh, nice.
How you getting it? I love it.
I have to ask, why is there a suspicion of wrongdoing?
That's an official investigation, ma'am. And it's confidential.
Also, somebody
You
tried to
are-
kill him before, and we saved him. So, like, this is super suspicious.
Oh, because we brought him back here alive, didn't we?
Yeah,
And then now he's dead.
yeah. At great personal risk to our well-beings. I've been so fucked up these last few weeks.
And just in context of the earlier investigation with his abduction, just in case there was any relation, it's something we just have to look in procedurally.
a very reasonable.
got
reasonable
eat-
thought.
I got
We have to
eaten by a
discuss what
cloak.
confidentiality means later on.
He
We
knows
start
that.
doing the question game that we're playing in the other game to stop the Dragonborn from just telling everyone everything. That was fucking hilarious.
Was it?
I thought it funny.
Did you?
Damn it, you're doing it. I didn't fucking realise.
Ryan, that was a nice game of 40 chess, and you've lost it.
I can't play 2D chess.
How does it feel, Ryan?
Not good. Damn it, I lost again.
I love games.
This conversation sort of goes on, yeah, sort of back and forth a little bit, and then you just hear like a couple of quick raps at the door, and this attendant comes in and just like hands this folder of files across to the matron. Hannah's like reaches out, like, oh,
But I wanted them.
as she's just like flicking. She starts flicking through, and is like.
Pop it, there you go.
Oh, it's got words. Oh, yeah, Papa can have it.
She's just flicking through the papers, just like looking at like discharge papers and all the reports and the different treatments and everything.
No, Leyland. Why don't you have a nice sit down?
You can tell when it's getting towards 10 o'clock. Like every session, you can just tell.
See, the reason that's funny is it's a thing that could conceivably exist in a hospital.
In both contexts, yeah.
Discharges, yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's
In several sections, like the
Has
beginning,
it- has a dual
in
meaning.
your original sort of admittance, and then tests on, and then
I mean, there are various discharges, yes.
yes.
Medically speaking.
And the more we explain this, the funnier this joke gets. I'm stopping myself.
See, he looks very stupid, but actually he's very smart.
But she's like flicking through and just looking at looking at all the write ups, and you see like there's sketches of different injuries that he'd sustained, and just notes on what's being performed, like the various magics and salves and so forth that they use to repair his bones and mend his wounds, and
You're a
Yeah.
wizard, you can read this.
Oh yeah, no, that's stuff.
because wizards are known doctors.
Magic. That's
I'm more
You're more of a doctor than he is.
I'm more of a Renaissance wizard myself.
God.
He can at least heal
Oh, doomed.
by singing at you and playing a small Chinese guitar.
Hand crossbow.
But she flicks through, keeps flicking through. I was like, there is nothing in here about anything that to do with his heart. We didn't find any cause for concern, nor treated anything. But here's
I'm
all the
flicking
files.
through it, like, ha! What about this missing page? Wait,
It's on
no,
the floor.
that's not it. That comes after the other one. Never mind. Wait a minute. That's just a sort of. Never mind. This all seems.
Of course, if you need any help at all going through these papers and anything explained, please don't hesitate to come and see me. I can run you through anything if it ends up being a little bit beyond your training.
She's calling us stupid.
I think
I'm not call. I'm. See, he looks smart, but actually, he's really stupid.
Hey.
I'm not talking down to you. It's medical write-ups.
Oh, that's okay then. Sorry, I completely misunderstood.
But if you need any help at all, don't hesitate to come in and ask. We will offer any aid to help this investigation out.
Thank you, it's appreciated.
I think if you could just sign a little letter saying that it was probably foul play and not the result of sustained injuries that he had when you discharged him, that would probably go a long way to helping us get to the bottom of this.
That would help you close the case, but
Exactly.
It would actually help us open the case. Right now, the case is closed. We need the case to be open and get to the bottom of this.
wait, there is not an open investigation on this?
It's in the very preliminary stages of
He
investigation.
misspoke.
And she's just quickly snatching for those.
Hold
those
on.
files.
It's very preliminary.
Don't listen to
She's
me.
basically snatched hold of and grabbed hold of one side of the files. And was like,
As we said, this information has only recently come to us of these Jethrin has passed. So it's in the very preliminary stages of gathering information and trying to ascertain what's occurred. Which is why we've attended on you.
We're in the middle of a preliminary inquiry.
roll persuasion.
I like where this is going already.
Why don't you let me do these things?
Because you wrecked it to begin with!
Because these two chuckle fucks keep on talking.
18.
I could have pulled that back.
At that, she's sort of looking at you, and then she just releases the file back into. I can't remember who I think
Luna
Luna
had
had it. And like, sorry, that was.
No, perfectly understandable.
But again,
Yes.
feel free to look through the folder. Just please bring it back for our records when
Of
you're
course,
done.
yes.
And if you have any questions,
We will
do
come
not
straight.
hesitate to come see me.
Thank you.
Leland sort of folds the whole thing in half and tucks it down the back of his pants.
And she's just
Cringes.
cringe, slight
Let's
twitch,
roll.
twitch in the left eye as she's watching her
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
Again.
Until next time, officers.
Thank you.
It'll be returned
I bow.
like it's new.
New adjacent.
That's right. New Jason.
And I think that would be a good spot to finish for
Why
tonight. Because the next step is either choosing to
Tree,
look
go big tree.
look for a big tree, or
I mean, we can't
look
do anything
into
else till the morning.
potentially brutal murder.
Murder, Miss Field.
Whoa, I'm sure glad we got out of that one. Well, how will we start next week? Find out when we're back on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, or YouTube, or follow us, at isolatedcitygaming@gmail.com.